Okay, now welcome back, everybody. I've got some DVDs here to show you, especially if you're into horror. When I say variants, I don't necessarily mean different releases and stuff. I'm just talking about when a looks exactly the same for the most part, except for small differences. I mean, there are things that I just picked up doubles for to make sure to see if they were in better condition than stuff I already had. And I bring it home to find that they're just a little bit different. I mean, I'm not talking about stuff like this where it's the difference between the Anchor Bay and the Blue Underground. I mean, yeah, they're pretty much identical when it comes down to everything about them. But I'm talking a little different here. So we'll start here with Dawn of the Dead here. This specific release, there was two different ones that I found. There was one with the foil-looking cover to it, and there's one here that does not have that at all. I got a copy of Night of the Living Dead here. We got one here that, well, here, let's start with this one. This one here has got a little bit of foil red trim around it. Came in a red case, real fancy. But the other one here is just plain Jane, no foil trim. Yeah, they both, well, the one in the red case has a slip in it as well, where the other one doesn't. We've got Reanimator here, the Millennium Edition. Difference here between these two is literally the lettering. One's embossed, this one here, where this one isn't. Very small difference. For some reason I noticed it. Move on to some more here that involve a little bit more of the insides here. These, they're definitely different if you look at them. In small ways on the outside. Nothing too important there. The disc looked much different. So, when I find those, I find it interesting. I keep both of them. Here's another one here. Got the gate. Everything on the outside checks out. They're exactly the same. The only difference here is the disc between these DVDs. Yep, that one just has the image on it, and this one has the image on it, and then proceeds to tell us again that it's called the gate, even though the image tells us that it's the gate. It's ridiculous. I don't know why they would do that. This one here, the Night of the Living Dead remake. The only difference here between these guys is the inside. A newer release will have a picture posted on it or printed on the disc. I got this one back whenever first came out here. It's a dual side, full screen, widescreen on each side. Not that important, but Phantasm Anchor Bay's release here. The only difference here is what the disc looks like, as well as the sleeve here. This one has been double side printed, and the other one is not here. But you can see the matte disc here, the matte printing of the disc. And then you get into this one, and it's got more of a CD quality coloration to the disc. Okay. Up next, we've got Redneck Zombies, a re-release from Troma here. This is the first one that I got. Had the cool picture printed on the inside there. It comes with the soundtrack and everything. All the information for the soundtrack is actually printed on the backside there. And then you get this release, I guess came out later, that doesn't have a double-sided slip on it, and all the info for the soundtrack has now been printed on the disc. So there's two different ones to that, if you're looking to collect that stuff. And the last one that I've managed to find is Dead Alive here. We've got a release here that is like that, and then a newer release here looks just like that. Once again, these aren't important whatsoever, but things that I find interesting when it comes down to collecting DVDs and stuff like that. I don't know how many of you are into grabbing up just as many different copies of different stuff as you can, but I kind of get like that with certain releases, so I figured I'd just spread the info. Alright then, well, till next time, later on.